sensational story. What?
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Now what?
I just saw something in the paper. I'm sorry. Do your show.
I'm sorry we got in the way.
Oh, okay. What happened? We didn't talk about you for 10 seconds?
No, it's about the I-Man. It's not even about me.
What is it?
Richard Johnson, page 6.
Yeah?
Sightings. MSNBC's Contessa Brewer, a former newsreader on Don Imus' show, telling pals at Kane that she thinks Imus is a cantankerous old fool who doesn't know how to relate to beautiful women.
The what now?
MSNBC's Contessa Brewer, a former newsreader on Don Imus' show, telling pals at Kane, which I guess is a club or a restaurant, that she thinks Imus is a cantankerous old fool who doesn't know how to relate to beautiful women.
Contessa?
Well, that fat ass she's got, she would be one of them.
Oh!
Ow!
That skank has to spend about 3 hours in makeup in the morning, and then bring her fat ass out there on a flat car. Oh, she could. Jesus God. Plus, she's dumber than dirt.
She couldn't get a job working for Wiener.
Who is she kidding?
Lord.
Oh, my God. What a pig. And I was willing to cut her some slack and not say anything, you know? Like I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Well, she'll find out that one little item on page 6 is not going to make up for this going on the rest of her life, is it?
This never ends.
Yeah. That's why they have those big double doors there at MSNBC, you know? So they could get her fat ass in makeup. I got to go to the doctor. I'll call you later.
For her death.
My wife wanted me to point out to Contessa Brewer that I do fine relating to beautiful women. I don't relate fine to stupid fat pigs. But that'd be quoting my wife there.
As we said, this is not going to go away.
Oh, man, I mean, how stupid is she?
I don't know.
Here's a bimbo who could barely read the news and had no idea what she was talking about, which is why we got rid of her. But she's stupid. And in addition to that, wants to spend 3 hours in makeup. You ever seen her without makeup?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
She looks like Pee Wee Herman.
I saw her back there one day, right.
Oh, man, that is brutal. Who is she kidding? Oh, my God. Anyway, where's Tacopina?
Tacopina's on the phone here.
It is 24 minutes past the hour. I am flying this morning. On the radio on MSNBC. And now on the phone in the car. Oh, look up here. There's an accident, Charles.
Uh-oh.
Looks like Contessa Brewer got her ass lodged in the doorway of a Burger King.
Oh, my God.
There's an ambulance here in the jaws of life. Hey, Brad, pull over. Let's look this. Oh, my God. That is ugly.
Is it really? Jeez. What a
So, well, I'm on my way to Queens.
Okay.
Because I can't get over to Secaucus.
All righty.
So, do we have Nora O'Donnell available?
Nora is standing by. Yeah.
Good morning.
The White House, Nora O'Donnell, the White House correspondent from NBC News. We came to 59th Street Bridge. Charles?
Yeah.
We came to 59th Street Bridge.
Right.
You know why?
No.
We couldn't come to the Midtown Tunnel.
Why?
Because Contessa Brewer had her fat ass stuck in it.
Is that the reason that big backup?
Tracy.
With that wide load and stuck in the tunnel.
Oh, man, I'm going to take the choke chain off Tracy this morning. I'm on Northern Boulevard now.
Oh, my God.
I'm counting down till I can get over there and get that choke chain off that girl. Girlfriend, you got the floor.
It's Abu Ghraib, baby.
Yeah. My wife particularly likes to comment that I can't relate to beautiful women. She says, one of my piece, I can't say what she said. Now, that's exactly how dumb Contessa Brewer is. That's the reason I get rid of her. She's just so painfully stupid. I mean, why would you want to bring this on yourself? just keep your fat mouth shut and God almighty.
Oh, man.
man.
I mean, it's just, nothing was gonna. I was never gonna say anything, even when Trump brought her name up.
Oh no,
you
you're very gracious then, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say lapse of judgment, dude.
Oh Jesus! Well, it was a lapse of judgment. The reason she got fired. Oh my God! I mean, she's just. You know, it was, and I used to sit there and watch you when she's trying to read the news, and this pained look on your face because it was literally like a remedial reading class. And then, God forbid, I'd ask her, you know, like I always ask you, or Bernard, to explain these stories to me. God forbid, I'd ask her. She had no clue.
Well, okay.
Painful.
Ugly.
Oh, my God. That's just... I don't think Amy and the rest of them have to worry about her being in line to take over that Today Show, because once they bring the chimp back... Okay.
Here.
Oh, there goes the water buffalo. Oh, man, that is a big, bad woman.
What is it?
Holy God.
Is this a...
She insisted on wearing those, then she insisted on wearing those tight outfits. I mean, they look good on England. At least it's all the rest of it. She would insist on wearing those skin-tight outfits. But maybe they weren't skin-tight. Maybe they were... You know, they were on her.
Oh, we're hip-hop, Gene.
Jesus, God. It looked, first time I saw that walking it there, I thought, man, that is just, that's odd the way that thing put together.
No animal planet is that way.
Oh, man, this is just...
By the time she's walking down the hall and you called out, hey, Rick, you thought it was Rick Kaplan? She turned around. Sorry, Contessa. This is horrible.
No, you know, this was not horrible. You know what this is?
What?
This was a good start. 16 to an hour.
Good morning, Kevin. Because,
There you go. Why should we be so happy?
well, I don't quite understand that comment.
It's nice to see him. Come on, Bernard.
Yeah, look, it's
I was explaining to Tracy was doing the traffic report. She didn't hear about that big block up at the Midtown Tunnel. I explained that to her.
Big old butt stuck in the tunnel. Wide load.
That big old funky, huge butt.
Got to tell you, that chick makes Chelsea Clinton look like a beauty queen.
Oh, my God. Here's my question.
Yes.
What you asked before is why would you want to, knowing how we are and how I am, why would you want to just say anything about me?
They said bad judgment.
I mean,
clearly she was liquored up.
You know.
I mean, she was out at some funky French restaurant, half in a bag, just...
You're giving her too much credit, Bernie. She's half a brain, and she's a gifted one. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, she is not the brightest. She's a dope. Well, I'm trying to be nice to her, just not say anything and
let it go.
Just let it go. Dogs are barking, you know, and just let her, go do the news at whatever she does, and
Caravan move on.
And let the caravan roll on.
Sure.
But no. One butt has to go down and get liquored up in the village and shoot a mouth off, and Richard Johnson's sitting there. So now what happens? I thought Richard Johnson, was it Richard Johnson wailing on Bo this morning?
Well, yeah, it's page 6, and
21 FDR here in the Imus program earlier on the company on MSNBC. You know, it used to be interesting is to watch Contessa Brewer, who was an idiot, by the way, and had no concept of what she was doing or who she was working with, to sit there with somebody like Charles McCord, almost no better newsman ever in the business than Charles McCord, and to have to be paired with an idiot who could barely read the news stories. And you couldn't give her any news stories with any difficult names in them because she had no idea what she was reading because you couldn't ask any questions about it.
Now you know what Mike Francesa goes through every day.
And Charles used to sit there, and, Charles was a good sport, and we would, try to make it work for him and stuff. And here's a bimbo with no sense of humor, and, and this was an idiot who thought it was amusing. I mean, I can't tell you how stupid she was, so I got rid of her. And intended to say nothing until this fat-ass bimbo shot her fat mouth off. She should have shut up.
She makes Paris Hilton seem like Condoleezza Rice.
I mean, you know how she got her job at MSNBC? She won a hot dog eating contest. Or at least a weenie contest. I mean, who is she kidding?
But at least when it was over between you two, it was an amicable breakup. I will say that.
Well, no, I didn't say anything.
In fact, it was amicable.
I didn't say a word. I could have hammered her then.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Should have hammered her.
Yeah.
But now she shot her fat mouth off. She's an incompetent bimbo.
Yeah.
The amicability is gone.
It's just
Think about it.
and just, you know,
I don't think it's working out.
should have been any good, we'd have kept her. Stupid. But, you know. And God almighty, what they had to do to fix her up. I mean, like, Amy's a pretty good-looking girl, and the rest of them are. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've ever seen Contessa with no makeup on, I mean, she's just hideously. She looks like Richard Jewell.
Love it.
She looks like Richard Jewell.
No, that's all. That's ugly. Richard is fine.
You know who she looks like? Larry the Cable Guy. Get her done.
Larry the Cable Guy in a dress.
Oh my God. And then just and with zero sense of humor, and then has this idea where she begged to get on the show because she was whining around MSNBC that nobody had ever. In fact, people told me that she was complaining that nobody had ever heard of her. Mm-hmm. Well, nobody's ever heard of any of those people, unless we talk about them.
Sure.
But nobody had ever heard about her, so
put them on the map.
She wanted to get on the program, and now, you know, she gets that fat ass of hers shoved into some, you know, East Village bistro, about half in a bag or whatever she was, and shoots her fat mouth off. She'd be better off just to shut up.
Yeah.
Holy God.
Not a good idea.
And then making idiotic comments about the ranch and so on, which is just beyond stupid for some essentially ignorant slut who's never done anything in her life for anybody.
Whoa.
No, she really is stupid.
Oh.
She's a stupid slut.
Oh, man.
Well, now, you know.
Holy cow, now what?
When can we count on her return to the program?
During our spring cattle drive. Please welcome the Imus Morning program. By the way, when they took it out, I was telling Charles last night, they took it out. There was at least a foot of hose they pulled on. No wonder it hurt. Oh, my God.
It makes up for the short one God put in your front, huh?
That's really funny. It's pretty amusing when you did it 2 hours ago, too. Of course, I guess.
Oh, you never repeat a line?
I guess we're just assuming the audience has turned over and.
Well, you do it all the time. 20 minutes ago, but you forget. You put it back and you go, we'll get her done. It comes back again.
Did I mention Contessa Brewer is a fat, stupid pig? Did I mention that when they asked the size of the sofa?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. And she got it. We were driving over here from the doctor's on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, and there was a bunch of fire trucks and stuff, and apparently Contessa Brewer got that big old fat butt of hers stuck in a doorway there at Burger King, and they were trying to had the jaws of life there, trying to pry that fat bimbo out the doorway.
Yeah.
We don't know where they are. Then we were going to come over here to Lincoln Tunnel, but the girl had her ass stuck in the queen side of that one. So I don't know what you're going to do. You're tying things up all over the place. Okay. Mm-hmm. Why would Imus be attacking her? Well, why would I say
Yeah, why would you?
Well, you know, it's funny you say that, I-Man, because ironically on page 6 in today, Richard Johnson, Contessa Brewer had something to say about the I-Man.
What did she say?
Well, it's on sightings. It says here MSNBC's Contessa Brewer.
What's this with her mouth full or?
Probably so. She was at a restaurant, by the way, Kane Restaurant.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yeah, Contessa Brewer, a former newsreader on Don Imus' show, telling pals at Kane that she thinks Imus is a cantankerous old fool who doesn't know how to relate to beautiful women.
But she's not a beautiful woman. She's a bimbo.
Right.
And an unattractive, lard-assed pig.
Yeah.
Who's she kidding? Did you ever see her when she was in makeup, Chuck?
I certainly did.
She looked like you wouldn't recognize her.
Yeah.
She looked like Dan Deerdorf.
Like, you know, the crypt keeper. I didn't know.
Oh, my, what was she kidding?
Bernie said he'd bang her, though.
And then, no.
That's where I draw the line.
No, I mean, come on. And she wear these real.
He does have his standards.
And she wear these real tight outfits around MSNBC, and she just looked absurd.
Terrible.
Because you know, she was shaped like one of those things you buy your kids that they punch and it bounces back up. What do you call those?
Weeble wobbles.
Yeah.
And she wore white pants. She had those bloomer lines.
Yeah, she's stupid.
Yeah, she's not too
No,
smart.
I'd rather bang Candy Crowley before before I'd hit that.
She's sitting there thinking she's Charles McCord's equal. This is an idiot who could. You couldn't ask her. I mean, as often I do, I'll ask Charles or Bernie about these various news stories, and they'll explain it to me. You couldn't do that with her.
No.
So, because I tried it, and she didn't know what she was talking about. So,
And she got mad at you, like you did something wrong.
No, it's just a humorless, fat, stupid slut.
Oh!
Case closed. What?
The Apprentice firee is time limited.
Well, okay.
But he's available now. If
Time limited? He got fired. Time limited? He just got fired. Where the hell is he going? If he's got someplace to go, I don't need to talk to
a
him.
job interview to go to.
What's he got? Oh. Where do you have to go, Alex?
Alex.
Maybe he's meeting Contessa Brewer for a drink.
Hey, Alex?
I hear nothing.
He's gone.
It's gone.
It was working out well.
Very time limited.
I feel really bad. I got fired.
Also brain.
You don't know how to use a phone, you buy it.
I couldn't get the T-shirt wearing.
What's going on in the
I
world,
can't
Chuck?
deal with people who don't use a phone. You have a bad attitude, too, and you buy it.
You know?
When I talk to you on the phone, you got to talk. What do you think, George?
I agree.
What do you think, token female to my left? Okay, go. You guys leave, and I'll think about this for a couple of minutes.
10 minutes up, yeah. All right.
I know George loves you, but I hate you. You're fine. Whatever those two say, he just goes against the man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they could be stabbed by Alex. I know you had a bad run-in with George, but I can't take people who chew tobacco and can't use a phone. You're fired. You know how I feel about that. I think you're a very bright guy, though. I think you'll do really well. Just not with me.
Lou Ruffino here in the Imus.
Second door slam. I think you'll do well, too, don't you think?
There you go, Lou. Chuck will do some news, and then we'll talk to the Attorney General. Sid's here. Could get pretty good. I mean, they are here. Obviously, the program brutal job. Tracy Burgess regarding the Contessa Brewer, who inexplicably, well, she is stupid. Charles and I recognized it also immediately that she was. Man, she seemed nice then. We weren't going to be mean to her.
Sure.
We just let her go and told her to get off the set and don't ever come back. And I never said anything because why? She's going to drop it.
Yep.
But now this stupid pig gets down to some rest. I mean, she really is stupid. Beyond stupid.
Well, clearly.
And the only reason we put these people on, anyway, we liked Amy, but Amy didn't want to. I mean, Amy's great. She's a nice, lovely girl, has a nice sense of humor. But I mean, they don't want to play around because they think they're going to take Katie Couric's shot. Mm-hmm. So they suggested this pig because she's not going anywhere.
Well, didn't you see the 10-foot pole marks all over her body? I mean, come
That
on.
was the thing, Tracy. I didn't see those.
Oh, okay.
So at any rate.
Well, didn't you smell that smell? You got to get a Brillo pad to get that off.
But she had.
Basically, she was a woman who got a meal out from under her fingernails. I mean, come on.
This was a bimbo who couldn't read the news, didn't know anything about the news, and wasn't very bright and had no sense of humor.
Couldn't read the news that somebody else was writing for her.
Yes.
Well, maybe she didn't say that quote either, because cantankerous, that's 4 syllables.
And this is sitting next to Charles McCord, who was a
News god.
Really, he was a news god.
He's a news god.
So, and a genius. So, I mean, that word gets tossed around, but it applies to Charles.
Mm-hmm.
He's an icon.
It was yes, and it was insulting. And this bimbo didn't have any idea even who she was working with. So she's not. That's how delusional she is. She thinks she's beautiful. Kind of amused my wife this morning. She says,
Exactly.
"How you doing around the house here, honey?"
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, holy God.
The difference between her and trash is the trash gets taken out once a week.
All right, Tracy. That's the good one. Okay, here you go. That's funny. Either done.
First quarter garbage time already, Steve.
Put some gravy on that son of a bitch.
I don't think you could put enough gravy on that.
The Attorney General of the United States of America. So here's what I'm being told now. I mean, not being told. Just a second. Here's what the inference I draw from what happened with the Apprentice firee.
Yeah.
Is he hung up on us? Didn't have time to talk to us?
He had another engagement.
Oh, I see.
Right.
The only reason we take him is because they asked me to, because it's a sponsored appearance.
Right.
But you don't really think we want to talk to these nitwits who get fired, although I like this kid if he's fine. But don't think we really want to talk to them, do you?
No.
No, of course not.
It's an albatross.
I like talking to Trump, but because Trump you can talk to about anything. But so, and what do you think he's going to appear on?
The Contessa Brewer show on MSNBC.
Fox and Friends.
Sometimes on the Today Show.
Needle and Daniels.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's killing the Today Show.
Yeah.
Time
Problems.
Time now for Sid Rosenberg.
No story.